we've got two vehicles on complete opposite ends of Japanese performance. Over here, we've got a Suzuki Gixxer, the Hayabusa. They call it the Widowmaker because it is the fastest crotch rocket ever made. 1300 cc. Oh!
I didn't get my goggles dirty, did I? Oh. It's just downright slippery out here. Oh, kind of stretched the groin on that one.
Put the tire right in half.
Won't be needing that anymore.
The heart of the Hayabusa is out, and now comes probably the hardest part, and that's putting it inside the mini truck.
The little motor in the key truck is ready to be dropped out. It's fully disconnected. Dragging it right up.
All right, check this out. We got a little paint booth in the middle of the shop here. It's just an old tent. Should do the trick, but we got this thing sanded down. She honestly looks a lot better after sanding her. We kind of got rid of most of the scuffs and scratches that this old girl got after the abuse of using it for the last couple months. But she should be ready to have some paint thrown on her.
And you can only imagine what color we're gonna be painting it today.
They call it pull me over red. It's about as bright of red as you can get. Well, we got this paint booth set up. We should line up a couple other vehicles in here. Just paint everything red. Like, what is this ladder doing here yellow? You know? Like, come on. She's red. She's real red.
We know one thing for sure. The paint is definitely brighter than the driver.
It's not hard around here.
Wait, who's gonna be driving it?
Really, any of us.
Yeah, I spoke for all of us right there.
It is so red, dude.
Literally everything in here is red, dude.
You're gonna lose everything, dude. It all just blends together now. So this is what's taken the longest on this build is we had to wait a couple weeks for this fully custom Ford 9-inch rear end to come in. This thing is rated up to 1,000 horsepower. The only issue now that we're probably gonna run into is we're still running the stock drive shaft.
That's probably rated for 40.
Other than that, Gab's got a hole lined up here to start getting cut and then put the motor in place and start running everything else where it needs to go.
Alright, so we figured if the truck was getting a new PJ and we're gonna be throwing more horsepower down to the ground, we were going to need some new wheels to complete the look. So we hit up our boys over at Fitment Industries Custom Offsets, and they hooked us up with these sweet wheels. These might be the most hot boy wheels ever put on a mini truck. These things look freaking sick, don't they? This is proper mini truck setup, especially for a Hayabusa swap mini truck. Big shout out to Fitment Industries, Custom Offsets. If you guys are looking for wheels, tires, suspension, they got you guys covered. All right, so we got one more final touch to it, the Japanese license plate. These things aren't actually legal, so hopefully we don't get pulled over with it, but we think it's gonna look really good. Oh yeah. All right, the moment has come, the first startup on camera of the mini truck. We're gonna decide whether or not we need a muffler. Here we go. Let her rip, Gav. Oh! Here. Oh my God!
shit.
What the f? It sounded good.
What? The hose just came unconnected. That's an easy fix. We got really lucky. That's why you do test startups, guys. All right, we got lucky there. We're gonna throw some more oil in this thing and probably put the muffler on just because it's pretty damn loud right now and it's gonna be easy to take on and off. And then this thing is ready for Florida.
Oh my God, dude. The license plate?
I know.
Oh, the tint, dude? This
Looks
is
good.
so sick, bro. I haven't seen it with the wheels put on. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Should I start it up?
Woohoo! Well, there's only one thing left to do.
Roll her out.
All right, next stop, Florida. As soon as this thing lands down in Florida, Ben rolls it.
That would be the worst. Oh, we made it to Florida, boys. Sexy red, that's what we call this thing. Seems to be a little bit more in its element here because we couldn't even drive it on the streets in Minnesota. So we figured, what better place to go than Florida, our favorite state, and our friend Clear's McFarland's shop.
It literally looks better sitting in the warm weather than it does in the snow.
I'm just glad to see this thing off the stand in our garage.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little run through of what all we did to convert this 1991 Honda mini truck into what you see right now. So we started out with a pretty beat, all white mini truck that honestly we had no intention of doing anything nice with. So it does have the dents and everything, but we tried to freshen it up the best that we could. So painted it red, painted the front bumper black, new headlights, new tail lights, and then really just anything else that we could freshen up to try and just make it look as good as it could because we knew it was gonna run and sound awesome at the end. So we got the wheels hooked up by custom offsets. They're 15-inch wheels with honestly a little bit of poke, but it looks really good from the side and from the front if you're looking at it. Moving back to the motor, we have a 2008 Suzuki Hayabusa. It's 1300 cc's, and we tried to utilize as much stock parts off of it to just try and eliminate anything that could go wrong. Over here, we got the gas tank that we just painted red, and we're still running all the stock fuel system and everything like that. The radiators down here to just try and keep it cool. Moving back to underneath it, which is honestly what took the longest, ended up being a lot more work than we had thought initially. That was because this rear end down here. So we had to make it go from a crotch rocket motor to obviously a truck drivetrain to make it work. So this is a 9-inch Ford rear end, all custom, and then a custom drive shaft that goes off the spline of the motor and into the rear end. Pretty intricate, but ended up working and looking really, really good. Moving on into the interior. We left all of this stock except for we just added the crotch rocket gauge up front. It's still a 6-speed, but obviously we had to make it work with this stick shift. So it's actually just 1 up and then 5 down. So it's exactly like it would be just on the motorcycle, but instead of doing it with your feet, now you do it with your hand. So eventually we'd like to maybe redo the interior and probably put a roll cage and spruce up what's going on in here. But for now, we're gonna just rip her as she is.
That thing rips.
This thing is so like raw. Like it just feels mechanical. You feel everything moving.
Yeah, you feel everything. You feel every bump in the road. You feel every time I let off the gas, every time I shift.
we waiting for to slow down?
Rear's pretty light. Not much braking power.
Melted a hole in our reservoir. Ow!
Somebody missed a hose clamp. That was me.
The big wrench, damn, dude. Gap's throwing shots at big wrench. Oh yeah! Let's go! Just a quick little refill and we'll be back on the road.
Dude, this thing is badass.
It's nice to see other people appreciating Sexy Red like we do.
Yeah, that's what we named her.
After the rapper, you know what Sexy Red is?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta look her up. Just bad.
Okay, I think we're back in action. We'll head back to the Freedom Factory.
Easy. That's like super cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Connie in there?
Hayabusa.
Hayabusa. Oh. Wow, it looks great, fellas. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Man, the Hayabusa's getting a lot of love out here. I mean, what would you expect though? It's a mini truck.
Dude, Florida people just get it.
Yeah, he goes, that looks really good, guys. Congratulations.
Yeah. He's congratulating us like we just won something. Congratulations.
So good at making me nervous, man.
I know, that was, yeah, not my bad. The shifting in this thing is so cool. It's like a sequential shifting gearbox. Look at this. Downshift. All right, we're gonna throw it on the dyno and see how much horsepower she really gained. Initially, it had 37 horsepower. I'm assuming it's got a little bit more than that.
She looks sick on the dyno.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a race car. This is where it belongs.
I don't know if anybody has ever taken a mini truck on a dyno before. What do we get? Let's go! 33, baby! What do we get? 143! Alright, so a solid 100 horsepower gain. About tripled the horsepower that was in it.
That's a lot of horsepower for such a tiny little truck. That's sick.
I did that one time and it rolled over and I sprained my neck, so I can't imagine it feels very good.
We were just talking about how it usually slides on the bumper. That time it just did a bumper stand.
We've got two mini trucks. One's American, one is Japanese, and they're pretty much on the opposite ends of the spectrum. This one has got a lift and some mud terrains on it, and this one is basically just meant to go fast and look good while doing it.
That's like you take out to win some street races. You know, this gets stuff done.
We're at the Freedom Factory right now. If you guys aren't familiar, this is Cletus's personal racetrack. Insane. Congratulations,
Hey,
brother.
thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
This is like everyone's dream. So I think we're gonna just do some hot laps.
Doing a drag race or just oval?
I think we run a drag race.
Start like here and race to the other corner of the pad. The only thing I have going for me is all-wheel drive, so I'm guessing the first 4 feet of the drag race, I'll be in the lead.
Usually doesn't go very well for us. We have a terrible track record when it comes to racing with Cletus. Ken did pretty bad. Evan took last place. Hopefully I hold it down for the boys. Ready?
like, it is actually fast.
I surprised myself on that one too. You can't beat mini trucks, man. They're the absolute best. Especially when you get a couple of them together, because then it's just tomfoolery.
I heard a lot of rev limiter and then nothing.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Dude, drive shaft just got permanently deleted.
You also wrapped the wiring harness up in the drive shaft. That's not good.
The worst part is I was like I wasn't even like fully on it.
I mean, you were driving it about as hard as you can drive it. You just...
Did it shut down right away?
Yeah.
Evan, this isn't funny. We spent 2 months building this thing. Drove all the way to Florida and you're laughing that it broke?
Hey, it doesn't matter if you spend 2 months building something, 2 hours building something. It ends up in the same spot.
That is the unfortunate truth.
Well, when we get home, I'll weld a trophy for you, Ben. It's funny because Big Wrench told me before we left that we should probably order another one of those.
Oh, it's funny, Gavin.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
All right, well, we found the weak link of the mini truck build. So we'll get this fixed, we'll get the wiring harness fixed, and then finish what we wanted to in another video. We want to do some burnouts and drifting with it, but there's a couple things obviously that need to be fixed and dialed in before that. So stay tuned for that. That video should be coming in the next 6 months or so. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and on to the next thing.
Since the mini truck couldn't do burnouts, Ken could in the rental.
We gotta do burnouts in something.
Ken, let's see it.
If you guys know anything about Ken, he has no remorse for rentals, so you know he's gonna be all over this.
Well, it's a rental.
Yeah.
Nobody owns it.
Well, somebody owns it.
Keep going, keep going!
Way to hold it down for the crew.
Hey, somebody's got to do it around here, so.
We can always count on you, Ken.